Kia ora, whānau. My name is Neen. I call myself the Joy Ninja because I'm trying to create a sense of abundance on a really low income. Welcome to the second to last February weekly cash stuffing. Oh, I made a meal out of that, didn't I? Anyway, let's count the cash. I have 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 170, 585, 90, 190. I normally stuff 420, and actually this week is no different, except for I've just had a bit of a day. At the time that you're seeing this, it'll be Thursday, but it's actually Wednesday night when I'm recording it, and I usually record it on a Wednesday morning, but I had a very early start and a busy day, so I just wanted to show you this. This is my kind of plan of attack I make every week, as you can see. So here we are. I set aside $150 for food, $50 for petrol, and $30 for fun. Those envelopes are in my wallet, so I stuffed those and off I went, and I'd done some grocery shopping, filled the car up, done a bunch of other bits and pieces today. I put aside the change from last week, so we'll count that in a wee bit, because I've got that Sense Makes Sense challenge in here to stuff that in. So we're just going to skip over those, the wallet dividers, put $15 aside for the girl, and get straight into my revolving binder. Now, in here we have pin money, and I am trying to put this money aside as a part of a challenge that Liz and Lise made, and I am kind of behind on the challenge, but I have done organised papers and mail. It certainly took quite some time to do that. There's a couple of things here that I need to go back and do, which I will, but I am going to put the $20 that I usually give myself as guilt-free spending money into here and try not to spend it. I did actually have to take out $15 from last week, but in here towards Sleep and Save I've got 20, 40, 50, 65, and there's lots of ways of doing this. I'm doing it the very low income way, which is to say I'm saving $5 on every odd date, so it would be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 55. So we're actually up to here. We're slightly ahead on proceedings, but I'm just going to try and not spend it, because once the challenge has finished it will save me $75. So we'll just carry on, and in my head this money doesn't exist until the end of the month, and then the $75 from this leap ahead and save challenge will go into probably one of other folders in here, and then I can go back to having a little bit of me money. Household this week is getting nothing, because it's just getting nothing. Priorities, basically. I always spend that money. I always find ways of spending that money. I bought 2 light bulbs. They were $10 each. $10 each to do the range hood. Requires an E1 light bulb, and actually where I went the only available options were LED ones, which as you well know are way more expensive than non-LED, so here's hoping they last a while. In beauty I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, and I'm actually going to condense this envelope put $100 in there and put those 250s, because I'm getting very close to that hair appointment, and I think I need 180 for a full head of foils, but some of you were kind enough to mention the option of doing half a head, and I think that's what I'll do. So I haven't worked out how much that will be, but you know, I'm just still saving about 180, but hopefully it'll be less. Anyway, well-being is not getting anything. Clothes, I actually spent some money in clothes. Yeah, I've got 35 left. I was at the op shop on another mission, and if you're new here, I got burgled a while ago and they took all my jewellery, and I found for $15 a rather pretty silver chain. I mean, it's, yeah, doesn't make up for anything being stolen, but, and it's quite filthy. So my sister-in-law has got some of that silver cleaning polish stuff, and she was really nice when she heard that I'd had all my jewellery stolen. She went through her collection and de-stashed some to me, and one of them was a little pendant from Colorado. So I'm going to be able to put that on it, and it's a little Colorado bear. So looking forward to that. Hobbies is static at 15, I think. Yep. Family fun, I think it's just got 30 in it. Gifts should have 20. Yep. Giving, now I did take $5 out of giving. I mentioned about going to the op shop. My mission there was to go and find some children's clothes, and yeah, so I did. This particular op shop was having a bit of a sale. They were overrun with clothing, so I managed to pick up a whole bunch of t-shirts and stuff, not necessarily, well, not for my children, but I'm working for a charity called Clothed in Love. They're on Facebook if you want to go and check them out. I'll leave a link below. I'm just helping behind the scenes with that charity and packing bags of clothes for kids. So I happen to know what age ranges and what particular items were really low in. So yeah, I was able to get a bunch of t-shirts in the particular sizes and genders that I know we're very low on at the moment. Yeah, so that's that. Miscellaneous has got 10, and adventure, well, adventure can actually come out. Bit of a show and tell later, but before I show you what's happening with adventure, let's go into my sinking funds. The big winner in my sinking funds this week is going to be education. I'm going to give it $30. Oops. I don't actually need to keep that post-it now. I'm doing something different. So each of these little pencils is 25, and this one's up to 20, so I can fill in that and that one. I'm just using this tracker because it saves $1,000 to track how much I spend over the year. My target is $1,000 for both kids. And then I need to add, so I'm just adding $30 today. That makes it 180. 10, 21, but 2. Cool. And this tracks it going up and down, so this is the actual balance, whereas this one is more just tracking it over the course of a year. Yeah, so on hand in the envelope I've got 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. And shortly I will be taking that to the bank so that I can pay off some of the school fees, but they let me kind of pay it over the course of the year, like term by term. Vision is getting $5 this week. which is handy because each of these little glasses icons is $5. So it's got 25. And then health is going to get 10. Again, they are $5 each. And the tracker is $2.50. So you've got 50, 80, 120. Dental, I'm just going to give 5 to. And it has 50, 70, 85. So we'll just write 5 on that tooth, so I know where I'm at. Kitty Cats is going to get 10. I might put a 20 in and take out a 10. So now Cats has 20, 40, 50, 5, 60. Oh, and it has 200 in the bank. Car fund is going to get 25. So now car fund has 125. $130, $135, $45, $55, $65, $75, $85, $200, and $5, $225. Sorry, that was a missed count. $225 in the car. Now tech, I'm going to have to take that. I've taken $180 out of tech, and this was, I was saving for a new phone, or you know, something technological, but my son, the squirrel, he is getting to an age where he's too big for his car seat, and farmers were having a half-price nursery sale, which was just the sale I was waiting for. Because I'd already spec'd out the booster seat that I wanted to get him. You know, you can, I'm not telling you what to do with your children and stuff, but for me personally, I really believe in investing in the best possible, safest car seat that I can possibly get for my kids, and I've always been that way. Just car accidents are just do awful things to young children's bodies. So I've got one coming. I took the money out of this. I feel quite good about it. It was either that or take it out of emergency, and you know, it's not an emergency, it's a planned expense. I just didn't have an envelope that was specifically for, you know, car seats, and it's a one-off thing. This will be the last kind of seat that he's in until he's tall enough to just sit normally in a car. So this should see him through the next 3-4 years. Anyway, that's that. That tracker will come back in. I will just scrub it off back to, because each of these icons is $30. So I do the outside of the icon and call the apple inside 10 and the rest of it 20. So that's, I'll just leave that out to remind me what to do. And then this envelope at the back I'm going to take out because it was a bit of a placeholder for me. Again, going back to when I was burgled, I didn't find most of my budget binders, but the one binder that they did find was my celebrations and events binder, and I've made myself another one. Yeah, I really liked the way that this worked. It's got lots of room to grow, so I quite like that about it for this particular purpose. And I'll find another use for that. It's probably be good for garden, wouldn't it? Not that I need another envelope at the moment, really I don't. But I'm going to put this $20 I've managed to save for birthdays into birthdays, and then I'm going to add another $10 this week. And then with Easter, I've got $10 to go, so I'm going to do that today. Very poorly, but you know, so it's done. So this should be $50. Cool. 10, 20, 30, 40, 5, 50. That's towards Eastery celebrations. We're not doing anything in particular, but it's always nice to have some hot cross buns in the freezer. I know my dad in particular was very fond of coming over for cups of tea and hot cross buns. A little bit of chocolate, and anything that I don't manage to spend, I will most certainly be rolling over into Christmas. So, speaking of Christmas, this wee binder that I've made myself, when I reordered it, I ordered a few. I ordered one for my daughter because, as it turns out, the burglar stole her budget binder, so she's got one now. And I ordered, don't quote me on this, but I think 10 extras. Yeah, so I'll put them on my Buy Me a Coffee if you would like one of these binders with the labels. There's only 5 pockets in it, that's the only thing. So there's 5 pockets in it, which I think is pretty decent for a specific thing, like say you were planning a big trip overseas and you wanted to split out, you know, cost of flights, accommodation, rental car, maybe getting passports and visas and that kind of thing, you know, spending money in the back. That could work, or you could choose to do it this way. I'm just going to keep it nice and simple for my brain, and just stick to, you know, this font, this kind of size and colourway, but you could choose what you want to be put on there, and I'll make them very affordable. So, enough of that. I did want to show you, oops. I didn't want to show you my address, but I did want to show you that I received this from my friend at Madeline Budget. So this has come all the way from Romania. Look, and I know I make scratchies, but sometimes it's just nice to support lovely people in our budgeting community. So this is from Madeline, and she put some really yummy chocolates in there, which I ate straight away. Soz. But I've got a birthday scratch off. It's not going to fit, dang it. Which I can probably stick in here. And then this thing, this is a Christmas savings challenge. So the, you know, the advent stickers. And I don't know, I thought the way that we could do it is that I could pick an amount, because it's 1 through 24. So I believe that's $300 all up, which is really good, a good go towards Christmas. So I thought if I just shuffle these and I choose one, there's 16. So next week I'm going to start this challenge and stuff 16 into Christmas, which is back here. So we'll stick that in there. And for birthdays, I believe this is a $100 savings challenge for birthdays. So why don't we scratch for next week, and fingers crossed it's not terrible. This should get me, now that we've already had one birthday out of the way, the next one is early next month, and then there's a bit of a break till May in my family. So okay, $8. I am happy to stuff $8 into this next week. I just always think with cash stuffing, it's good to keep the interest alive, and you know, just switch it up every now and again, I think is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, you'll notice that I've still got $40 in the tray, and part of that is to do with my yearly savings challenge. Now I put in an extra $1 last week because I wanted to round up the numbers to 15. So this week is 21, but I just need to put 20. And we're just 1 week away from finishing the second of these 12 challenges. So that's a cat trying to get in. Nove. I've got 10, 20, 30, 45, 47 so far. And we'll be doing 28 next week. But I just like to do it that way for planning, for my, you know, so I can plan things. So I'm going to skip over my emergency fund. I am going to give the kids something this week because they haven't had much from me for a while. They do have money sitting in their bank accounts, but I'm going to give them the last $20, so $10 each. So that brings Lala up to $2.99 because she's got stuff online. And they do get pretty good interest. They get better interest than I do because they have junior accounts. And then Squirrel has a bit less because she's contributing to her savings account, her long-term savings account, because I pay her an allowance, so she puts some of that aside. So he's got 230. Well, 227 according to this, but I imagine with the interest now, he's ticked over to 230. I'll have to go have a look. But that's good. At the end of the month, I will attempt to take that out and put it all back into their bank account so it can earn some money, because it's not doing much sitting there. You know, and as I said, it's a bit of a shame, but I'm just not able to contribute as much as I would like to it at the moment. Too busy paying for their everyday expenses. School. Not cheap. Anyway, the last thing to do is count the change. $8.10. We are slowly getting there. And she's definitely getting full. I'm actually wondering if this is going to be too small. Well, we'll see how we go, right? All right, well, thank you for spending your time with me. I hope you have a wonderful week. If you're interested in anything that you see and hear, quite a bit of it is on Buy Me Coffee. I am slowly getting things uploaded. I just have a lot going on at the moment with family commitments, looking after my my mum and my kids, and I need to remind myself I'm doing this on my own, so you know, one needs to get sleep and things like that. All right, I will see you back here on Sunday. Kia ora.